Good morning from Jerusalem. And before I will die, then let me run away from the car. Then, we are next to the Monastery of the Cross. That's where we believe the tree that the cross was made of grew. Then let's enter through the Greek Orthodox Church. Can you smell how amazing it is? And look at the wall. It looks like a fortress. Then mostly made.
To put long pants here now?
Oh yes, of course. We enter into church and leave the pants on you.
Yes.
Then until we will do that, I will talk a little bit about it. Then the walls are from the Crusader time, but there are evidence for the church from the 6th century, and until the 17th century it was owned by the Georgia, and from the 17th century, when they had no money, they sold it to the Greek Orthodox. And you can see here the flag of the Greek Patriarch and the flag of Greece. And look at the small door that will take us to a small yard. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. Then some believe that St. Helen, the mother of Constantine, actually built it. Then it actually takes us even earlier than that. The story is very beautiful. Abraham gave Lot from Sodom and Gomorrah 3 plants, and he said, you must keep it and you must water it from the Jordan River. Then he did it. And what we believe is that the trees from here were actually helped to build the Jewish temple. And what is more important, we believe that you're already ready? Oh man, I must take a picture of it. But we actually believe that the cross of Jesus was made from that tree. Then let's enter through here. As you can see, it's like a modest place. We will have to bow a little bit to enter. Watch your head, please. Don't. Today it's owned by the Greek Orthodox, and we have a beautiful Greek Orthodox family. 2 of them are from Canada today, but he's from Greek.
Oh, good. We are from Alexandropolis.
Yes, actually, you are from Greek too, but now you're living in Canada. You're right. Look how beautiful it is. בוקר טוב. יש לי כאן 3 יוונים, אורגינליים. You can drink a little bit now if you want later on. Yes, it's very safe. Very safe. And if you want coffee, a little bit of donation, you do have beautiful coffee here as well.
That's the old. It's a room for what's here?
Sorry. Let's enter. Do you have knuckles like that in Greece?
Yeah.
The good way to mention it, if you want to say it in a good way, when they wanted to call the people to pray or to eat, they used to knock on it. But in a matter of history, until 1831, at least in Israel, Christians couldn't use the bells. And the only way to do is to knock on the wood. And here in Jerusalem, usually in the Greek Orthodox and Armenian churches, when they are using the bells, they're still knocking on the wood. Then here it is in front of you.
We are good.
Yes, that's what I say. I mean, Greece and Israel is a matter of Muslim and Christians. It's almost similar. But look how beautiful it is. Before COVID time, it was so gray, not green. Today I saw already none here. It means that someone is taking care of it. I didn't visit that place from COVID time. I'm not sure that I will be able to talk inside the church. Then what we are going to see is beautiful icons. And iconostasis, of course, and we were going to see the place that, if they will let us go in, to see the place where they planted the tree that the cross was made of. Here you can see Lot watering the 3 trees that Abraham gave him. Cedar tree, pine tree, cypress trees. Kalimera. Beautiful iconostasis. You can see that some of them, some of the graffiti is quite ancient. Rastavi, this is for the Georgian, for Georgia, Europe. He is so important. He wrote a poem, a book actually, which is, you can read it in every language. The priest or the monk with the panther skin or something like that. He was, how should I say that, a lover of Tamar, the queen of Georgia at that time, and he had to run away, and it's like a Romeo and Juliet story. It's beautiful. Such a beautiful place. Very dramatic, very ancient. And remember the story of the tree that the cross was used, came from here. Now, I know that I will get skeptic rumors. It's not from the Bible, it's only a rumor. How did they know it? Let's accept the idea that it was a tradition, a very important tradition. Now your father is entering, but look at above the entrance. One side it's Greek, the other side it's Georgian, yeah. But let's go closer, and you can see God hand is holding skulls. Twice in history, that place been destroyed brutally. One by the person at, let's say, 614, and they destroy most of the churches except of the Nativity. The other one by the Muslims at around the 8th century, and they actually killed all the monks here. Then you can see the skull of it. According to what the Greek nun and the priest say, if you will see some stain, black stain, like that, this is part of the blood of the monks that were killed. Another thing that I want you to see, and the people here already knows it because I took a video of it, but that icon, for the people from Georgia, Europe, yeah, for them it's very important. It's a very well-known person who wrote one of the most beautiful books that called something like The Monk with the Panther Skin. Rastavi is his name, and he was the lover of the Queen Tamar at the Crusader. But when they discovered it, he had to run away to here, and here he wrote the most, such a beautiful book. You can read it in English, in Greek, in almost any language. And now when we know it, let's go to the place that you want to go. Rastavi. Rastavi. Then.
No, Rasputin.
No, Rasputin. No, totally not. Totally, yes, totally different thing. You know that beautiful iconostasis? Yeah. I'm sure that I don't need to explain you that the Holy of the Holy is there. But let's go to see the place that people are coming to see. But look how beautiful is the Crusader church, because what you see here is mostly Crusader. Now you can lead the way, Chris.
So this church was built when?
At the beginning, if you will believe the Greek Orthodox tradition, which I believe in it, St. Helen.
St. Helen Baptist.
Then 4th century. And then, remember, building, destroying, until the 17th century, it used to be Georgian, but it used to be a mosque as well. The Muslims turned it into a mosque as well. And from the 17th century, it's a Greek Orthodox. Plus, you can see a little bit of their museum here. And I'm so happy that we are alone. And as you said, it will be open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it will be open.
Yeah. And from time to time, I cannot take a video here. It all depends on the priest here. And this is the most important part of the church. Let's start with it. Abraham, Sarah, and the 3 angels who came to tell them that one day I will be born. And then they gave them the 3 plants. In the same time, Lot, his wife and daughters, left Sodom and Gomorrah. Abraham gives Lot the 3 branches of the 3 plants. And you can see that he actually watered it from the Jordan River. You see even the devil that was waiting for him to fail. Remember, it's all about he wants to be even a better man, although he wasn't bad. Then you can see the tree itself. They cut the tree. They use it for the temple. And they use it for the crucifixion as well. And that is, I think, very important thing. And I think you can guess exactly where is the tree grow. This is the exact spot that we believe that a plant was grown. Then the energy It's so strong. And I don't need to teach the Greek Orthodox that to touch energetic places. I have to do that from time to time to the Catholic and Protestant, but the energy is so strong here. Unbelievably beautiful, isn't it? And this is the Egyptian Mary.
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful. She was a sinner. She was a sinner woman. Tried to enter the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, and Mary didn't let her. Then she repented herself by turning her into a monk. She dressed like a monk, and then she became pure again. The Alpha and Omega, you can see it in front of you. I think you know it better than me.
Yes.
But is it a beautiful place?
Yes.
It is. Sadly, it's difficult to enter it. And for example, remember Sunday? That is one of the churches that always close on Sunday. Then to be here, it's another reason. I couldn't sleep for 2 days because I said to myself, I think this is one of the must places, and you mention it, then another reason to change everything. Look at a small museum. And just before COVID, I've been here. They renovated it. It's clean now. There's light here. Look at the amazing icons. John the Baptist. Right here. I love icons. And remember we talked about him? George. It's almost like for me a must. Beautiful, isn't it? If you like it, don't forget to subscribe my channel, and if you want to support me, you can do it through Buy Me a Coffee and PayPal. It's at the description of the video. I don't like to disturb them, but some believe that all the important items of the Jewish temple is buried here somewhere. I don't know where. Yeah, the menorah, the gold, yeah. That was one of the reasons it's been destroyed so many times. People looked for it. Look how beautiful it is. I wanted to climb up to the roof, but now it's forbidden. Now that is the first video of you, my dear. You're gonna be famous. I will upload it soon, let's say a week from now.
How many followers do you have?